Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100 minutes.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. I'm coming. Tight dog.
They run. This is Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Hey, lock it. Switch gears. 2 yards on the pick.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. Vernon. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Get it.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. That's right, man.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Watch the safety creep. Wide, get wide. Ready?
Now a give, right side. Vernon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Watch that pilot, 64. Safety's creeping.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes nothing. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Check three. Under 10. Alert. General West.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Slade. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side, Slade. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play fake. Mayfield. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a give, right side, Slade. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ricky. Hey, wahoo! 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Whip. Watch the whip.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Protein spill. He's crashing. He's tapped.
2nd and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Vernon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's a unit last drive. They did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, you got deep. Check 9, check 9. Point it right, 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 point it right.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. Vernon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Crunch time, defense.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ready.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's another.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All day, defense. Go. All day. Hey, 25.
Now Cohen. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
59, Mike, 59. 59. Hey. Mike's 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert 33. Hey, orbit.
Mayfield to throw it. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go one more.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Slade. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Frank Clark able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, we're 33. 25. Check 25. Check. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up the grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58. Hey, we're 33. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable in the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 26. Go. Blue draw Corkers. 50, Mike's 50. Go.
2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield got an open man. It's Ratley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Check it back. 3, 218, chop.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll keep it on the ground. Vernon, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Vernon, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On second down, it's Edwards, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Cleveland, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Na, na, na.